something with their lives. And the whole thing we trying to do here with boys to mentors is that we want to have these young men know that there's something other than hanging out in the corner. That you can't be on the corner selling drugs. Sure, you gonna make some money, okay, but that money it's not your money.
Exactly.
In some place, somebody may come up and pop you in the head. Either kill your family and stuff like that. All these killings we see in St. Louis right now, it's all stupid killings right now. People killing people just because they can kill somebody.
Yes, sir.
And that's why it's so important. So right now, okay, a person can call your number, and then once they call your number, what happens next?
We accept the registration on Saturdays at the St. Peter's Church on 1425.
Okay, wait a minute. You go up in the background.
Yeah. I just shut the bus on my family. Young man. Yeah. I'm trying to direct you at the same time. They parents are picking them up. We're at St. Peter's Church, which is located in Daleville, Missouri. The 1425 Stein, and they got to register at Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, I have a registration going on. We have a 10-week program. And what we do, if they can't make the first 10 weeks, you get them registered for the next following 10 weeks.
So when that first, so the first thing you do is interview, the parent and the young man, right?
Yes, sir. And we make sure that their fathers are in or out their life. If their fathers are in their life, we invite them to come in as well.
Okay.
Because holistic, we try to heal everybody, all the men, all the male figures. See, some men don't know how to be men.
Amen.
So I have the book called Maximize Manhood that we have a life group, the Spirit Church. I utilize the Maximize Manhood as one of my programs as well.
And also we met through the locker room. Through our good friend Archie Wayne, who's a narrator, and in the locker room is one of the life groups for Spirit Church. Pastor Niels Williams, he was our leader there.
Exactly.
And exactly. one thing at Spirit Church, the men step up.
That's right.
When you come in there, you want to see a presence of men actually, talking to men, and see that's another thing, Mr. Moore. Men don't talk to men like they used to. I mean, they may, if most time they do, they in an argument about something, but they don't talk to them about how they can get along and work together and just do simple things and with their kids.
Okay. But they don't trust each other. The trust has been broken down years ago. We don't trust each other. If I give you some information on me, when you get angry with me, you use it against me. So that's been a pattern by the black men. We never be responsible for the word that's given to you out of honesty and loyalty. They turn on them when they get their emotions high, and they use it against them. So most black men will shut down.
Okay, well, say that again. Some people can hear that.
I said most time when black men don't share their information because when you get the emotions and you get to the argument, they'll use that personal stuff against you to start a fight or add to the fight. And that breaks the trust in men giving out information to each other. So that's what happens. The trust factor is broken down.
Yeah, and also the first thing, if you want to make the fight go up, is they talk about my mama. You talked about my mama, and it's on like a pot of neck bone.
Yeah. And it's exactly what happens. And the escalation should be brought to all levels, boys up to men. We don't know how to de-escalate. We think violence is going to seal. See, when you run out of words, the next thing comes is physicality, and we don't know how to handle it. We don't know how to talk to each other with respect. We don't know how to do that. We teaching these boys respect and responsibility. That's what we do. Life skills, respect and responsibility, and de-escalation.
Well, I love it that you started out at the age of 6 years old, because you're getting these young men at an early age where their mind, before he can get messed up with the wrong thing.
Exactly. And that's our biggest thing. Save them before we grave them. Let me say it again. Save them. I know that English is incorrect, but save them before we grave them. And that's our motto. It's on a t-shirt. Save them before we grave them. And it's like anything you get, like when you had the VCR, you put a blank tape in, whatever that tape captures, you're going to play it and you're going to see it. So we try to make sure that we give all the positive input to a young man that can make him be a better citizen in society. Because that's what we're losing in. The female can't do it. She can't do it. She can only nurture. She can only nurture. She can't raise up. She can't raise a young man. He don't know the dynamics of it.
No. And unfortunately, we have too many young ladies, babies, I should say, raising babies. And and therein lies the problem, okay? Because the baby don't know how to raise a baby because she's still a baby her own self, but she does the best she can.
Yes. Well, it's going to take a village to raise it. It took a village to break it down. It took a village to get it back up because we all dropped the ball. Not just one person. We gave up. We gave in and we quit. Back when I came over, the washing machine was broken. They got a new belt and fixed it. They just didn't throw it away. We're in a society where we throwing everything away once they get a little broke. Relationships, kids, they don't know how to work with kids because now they're afraid and they're mad they even had the child. Mm-hmm. So when the relationship falls apart, then there it goes. Everything is done. Everything is done.
Well, see, Mr. Moore, you saying some heavy words there, okay? That if the washing machine is broke, get a belt. And a belt is only maybe a couple bucks, okay? And go make a debt for a new washing machine.
That's right. That's right.
And
so that's what we're dealing with right now.
Okay, now, so right now, okay, once a person is enrolled, what are some of the things that a parent need to have when it comes to registration?
First of all, I need everything about their health. I need their grades and curriculum, what they like, what they don't like. I need to know if they're on medication. I need a background check on them as well as a parent. If they're on Facebook, I need to make sure their child is on Facebook with them and have full control of their household.
Let's say that again, okay, that the kid is not on Facebook. That's so important.
Well, mothers sometimes be on Facebook doing immoral things. I want to make sure the kid is not on Facebook and able to see those immoral things. She should unfriend him. It's okay to have social media, but you got to make sure when you doing grown folks things on social media that your child don't have access to. That's where they lose respect for you. So I make sure that they're not on there, and I make sure they be very transparent with me when they're dealing with kids who have medication, that they bring their medications to the forefront. If they have food allergies, make sure I know they can't eat nuts, they can't eat chocolate, they can't eat fish. These things I need to know. So if they have asthma, I need the inhaler. I need all these things. If they've been adopted, I need to know their family background. If the parent has been to an abusive situation, I need to know that as well. Because we as black people are afraid to go see psychologists and talk to people about our problems. And if you don't have a spiritual connection with the authority to help you get through, you need the earthly people to get you through. Because God put them on earth for a reason, for us to use them. So black people think that you go to a psychologist, you're crazy, and you're not. You just try to talk to an independent person, a non-biased person, to get this off your chest.
Now see, that's something that you said is a mouthful, is getting it off your chest. And because that leads to a whole lot of problems. I'm getting it off my chest. And that leads to fights and.
Well, can I say this, Mr. Folks? Chest,
sure, go ahead.
Getting off your chest, keep you from having stress.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds alike. I have a thing called a shun effect, and shun is a suffix. And anytime you put T-I-O-N on any word, it requires some type of action. And I have 9 shun effects that I have my boy repeat to me every time we come to class along with our preamble.
Okay, go ahead. Let's back up.
I'll give you that. It's called the shun effect. It's called the shun effect. T-I-O-N.
T-I-O-N.
When you add T-I-O-N, that's a suffix. Mm-hmm. When you add T-I-O-N to any word, it's going to be some movement. Like say for instance, the word act. You put shun on it, that means action, promotion, dedication. Anytime there's some kind of elevation, the shun effect, and I'll give you the shun effects quickly. If I told you had your shun effects, you have all your shun effects in place. It's your mind, is your meditation. Your eyes is your observation. Your nose is your ventilation. Your tongue, that's your communication. Your ears, that's your interpretation. Your skin, that's your insulation. Your heart, that's your circulation. Your hands, that's your preparation. Your legs, that's your transportation. And your feet, that's your foundation. And if you have all these sons, you should say congratulations.
Now, B-Mo, Mr. Moore, you definitely got to say that 3 times. You got to, you definitely, come on, we definitely, no, not for the kids, okay? This is for the grown folks, okay?
Well, the reason why I do it because you come in and complain about you ain't got this and you don't have that. There's people in a hospital with no eyesight, no arms, no legs, can't breathe, can't whatever. Shun means motion. That means movement. Anytime you take the shun, which is a suffix, and add on anything. And when you wake up in the morning and do your preparation, praying with God, authority, you should thank Him for all your shuns being in place. All your shuns, and even for the ones that are not in place. So like I said again, I'll repeat it. Your mind, that's your meditation. Your eyes, that's your observation. Your nose, that's for ventilation. Your tongue, that's for communication. Your ears, that's for the interpretation. Your skin, that's your insulation. Your heart, that's the circulation. Your hands, that's your preparations. Your legs, that's your transportation. And your feet is the foundation. And if you have all these sons, say congratulations.
Congratulations. One more time. That's 2. Come on, bring it on.
You want me to do it again? I'll do it again. And I love doing it because...
One more time.
Okay. Yes. Well, the shun is a suffix. And anytime you add shun to any word, it's going to mean some movement. Starting with your mind. Your mind, that's your meditation. Your eyes, that's your observation. Your nose, that's your ventilation. Your tongue, that's your communication. Your ears, that's interpretation. Your heart, that's your circulation. Your skin, that's your insulation. Your hands, that's your preparations. Your leg is your transportation. And your feet is your foundation. If you have all these shuns, say congratulations.
Wow, congratulations to you and your program. Matter of fact, I've never heard it explained that way before.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, that alone should be on some T-shirts, should be on some business cards, some ID cards. Matter of fact, they should have a little card that put this in their wallets and their cell phones.
And I have some ready. And I have some. I've been giving them out. I gave about 25 today. So my thing is, I'm in the plug in to make people better, to appreciate what they have in life. They need to appreciate what they have right in front of them. We always looking down the road. Yes. Look for what you have in front of you. Don't look for tomorrow. Enjoy today. And that's why I try to tell these little boys, stop trying to see. Pastor said, when you're grown, you stop growing. I'm gonna say it again. When you're grown, that means you stop growing.
Yes.
So stop trying to be grown so fast and understand how to be a child first, and then you'll be a better adult. But you gotta enjoy childhood because what happens, a lot of people didn't have a nice childhood, so they're bitter, they're angry. That's why people 60s and 70s they have reunions because we enjoyed our childhoods. Right now, these kids don't want to go back. They had nothing to enjoy. So that's why reunions are so big because we love seeing each other because we had a childhood. And this is what boys and mentors do. We play board games. We do creations. We do things with our hands. We collect the phones when they come in the door. They get them for a lunch break and we take them back. We don't turn the TV on. We don't turn the radio on. They're going to learn how to. When they come to our class, the first thing they do, the preamble and the shell effect. The second thing they do is cursive writing how to sign their name. And the last thing they do is...
Say that again. Because
yes, sir.
knows.
Yes,
God
sir.
knows. When I was raised, okay, that was one of the most important things you did. That became your ID.
Yes,
That's
sir.
who you are. That's your signature.
Yes, sir. And we're not into slavery. Not exes don't work with us. We're not going to let them be dumbed down because the fact that they can't sign their name on the application, and they're going to throw your application under the bottom of the barrel because the fact that you can sign. You might have all the skills in the world, but they don't tell you because you can sign your name. You don't follow through and complete the application. Not with this program. They're going to learn how to tie a Windsor knot and a bow tie.
Oh,
so those four things,
something else.
They know all those. They know how to read, write, enunciate, signature right, and tie. Those things we do it every time they come to class. If you know those four, you can go to the next level with us.
You know, Mr. Moore, one of my doctors that I go to, and I go to a lot of doctors, you know for my health reasons. But one of my doctors, okay, they give you the pad nowadays for you to, sign off on, to sign your name electronically. For the medication, whatever, do the test or whatever. And
exactly.
One of them said, well, you can put an X there. And I said, whoa. And time they test it, I have a brain freeze, I said, well, hold on a second. I can write my name.
That's right.
And I will write my name, okay, and we'll continue to write my name, okay, as long as God give me breath, and I'm sure.
That's secret slavery. That's secret slavery.
Yeah.
That's secret slavery. Without even saying it, they're being disrespectful when they said it to you. That's secret slavery. That's all it is. We don't want you to be educated. We want you to be dumbed down. We want you to say, oh, I end up with an X, satisfied, be complacent, and not be hungry. When you're not curious about what's going on, you stop growing. You have to be curious about what's happening to you. If you make a Jiffy box has ingredients on the cake, leave the egg out. On the cornbread. Leave the egg out. See how the cornbread tastes. You can't skip. You can't skip through life not having the full instruction. We as black men don't even read the direction on how to put a bike together. Until we run crash out, then we want to go back to the direction. You wasted all that time. Read the directions. And when we have the Bible, basic instruction before leaving Earth, we teach these kids how to become a young man first, not a man. A young man. And we don't say men or girls or boys, we say a person. Because these genders are different nowadays. They got all this stuff in their head, the LGBTQ and all this stuff. We say we're going to make you a better person because we don't want to offend nobody. Now, I'm not going along. I don't agree with it, but I'm being social professional with this. I got to be careful what I'm saying to these kids because they come from different walks of life. And you don't want to offend anybody. But I'm going to tell you the truth. But rules without relationship leads to rebellion. I can't tell your child nothing until I build rules. I build relationship with them. There's nothing I can tell you. That takes about 4 weeks. Once we build our relationship, now I can have you run through the door for me because you know I care for you and I love you as a man. As a man. That's what we do. We teach them life skills and how to honor men. We don't love each other. We hate each other right now. We got to break that cycle. We have to break that hatred. And that's a bad spirit. That's that other spirit running around. And if you don't speak out your mouth, it will stay where it is. What's in you will come out you.
Yes, one way or another.
Coming out.
You got to clean the one thing the body. Well, the system it was created to clean itself out, and where fresh air comes in. Bad air goes out. Bad food goes in. Bad food comes out. And we're going down the list.
Come on, tell me about it because I love these boys. I love them with all my heart. And the fact is, when I leave this earth, God will say, well done. Well done. I'm going to leave it empty. My grave, you can tell my grave, you're going to be mad because you ain't going to find nothing in it because I left it here. It's going to be empty.
Right,
and if I can say,
go ahead, Rebo.
If I could save one child, I did my job.
Yes. When I was a much younger man, okay, how old are you, by the way?
I'm 62.
Young man, but I'm 77 years old, okay? 77 years young. And even when I was much younger than you, okay, I was always said that when they come to ask me, what did I have, left over, I said, I done gave it all away.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you dig my grave up for practice. You be digging my grave up for practice. Listen, you're supposed to, every day you should be better than you was yesterday. Everybody had their problems. Everybody have bills. We got problems. We got gas prices. We got woe is me. We got this antivirus coming up and all this different stuff. You keep your eyes on the prize. All that stuff gonna come around you. He'll teach you how to navigate through all this. But my concerns is this: if I'm concerned about those kids, my mind is what's supposed to be. He gonna take care of everything else for me. He gonna put where I need to be in the rightful place. Save these babies. These babies are the artificial intelligence. If you don't give them some foundation, you're gonna get more shooting, more break-in calls, more killing, more early suicides, more drug, more everything, because their egos are gone. They have no self-esteem. A woman can't give a boy a self-esteem. No, she can't. It's like a cat giving a dog something. You can't do it. You can't do it. So I love my program with all my heart. And I'm here every Saturday unless God allows me to be here, unless it's the wife or I go on vacation or something, or I take my personal times. But I'm here from 10 to 1:30 every Saturday since 2017 until COVID came in. We had to shut down and then we opened back up. But even with COVID, I did Zoom mentoring. On COVID. I did Zoom. I didn't lose one child because we had a Zoom site set up and we were mentoring the boys the same way we do now. If there's a will, there's a way.
There's a way. You know, during the pandemic, okay, you know, it changed the whole world as the way we did business, okay. And one of the things that our program that you're part of today, we've been around since 2015. Every Saturday from 1 to 3.
Yes.
Every Saturday from 1 to 3. You know, there's sometimes we take breaks, during the year, okay. But even during that time, you can tune in. You will have a program we did some years ago. We did last week. Or this program be heard over again because we've been so blessed, okay, Mr. Moore, that people have followed us. Scott can tell you, we've been heard around the world. Not just in the United States, okay, but in China, over in Russia, places like that, they know about Luther to Missouri Chamber of Commerce. And our goal is, like your goal is, we want to import information that you don't get any place else. When we come on every week, we spend a little time spiritually with other lives, giving you some spiritual values, and telling you word on word from the Bible. Okay, and then we try to do our best, okay, to give you some news that you haven't heard. We're trying to explain to people right now. They don't tell you about your health no more. They don't tell you that the flu is going crazy out here, okay. They don't tell you that the measles outbreak is going crazy out here, okay. They don't tell you that you need to wash your hands when you come in, or you bring stuff into your house, into your family. They don't tell you that if you got a face mask, put the face mask on. They don't tell you, okay, that you can social distance yourself, you to keep yourself safe from catching germs. They don't tell you that, but we tell people that every week. And we also give them the statistics, okay, that verify that this is this. Because right now we got a health secretary that don't believe in vaccinations. Well, when I was a baby, I got vaccinated. When you got vaccinated.
I got the thing on my arm right now. I can show you the round circle right now.
Come on, me too. Okay. But guess what? We are healthy. But now they're saying we let the parent decide. Well, if the parent is not educated or knows about the situation of baby raising babies, they said, that may hurt my baby, and I don't want to give him no shot. Well, I do know when I got that thing on my arm, it did hurt. Did yours hurt?
Well, I tell them all the time. I didn't mean to cut you off, and I apologize. But I tell them all the time. Excuses is not for my uses. Excuse my language. Excuses is not for my uses. When people always can find a way to give you excuses. And then what happens, you're going to pass and kick the can on down the street. And every time you kick that can on down the street, I tell my boys every week, understanding the law of life. When you run track, they got a starting line and they got a finish line. And 90% of the time, you're going to circle all the way back down where you started from. And along the way, you're going to encounter a lot of different things. But if you finish strong, you're going to get back to where you started from. You got to understand, stay out your feelings. It ain't about feelings. It ain't about feelings. It's like gas. It'll go away. Stay strong. Understand, you got to be like that palm tree. You got to go with that wind, just don't break. Because if you break, you give in, and you start listening to everybody else's problems, then you're not listening to the godly principles. You're supposed to worry. You're supposed to worry. You're supposed to keep your eyes on the prize. And my dedication to stay on boards and mentors is to make sure that the earworm get these boys here and let them know they can't use the excuse that ain't no black man ever told me nothing. Ain't no black man cared about me. Ain't no black man ever said I love you. I done been there since 2017. I done had over 200 some boys to let them know that black men do love them. My ratio of being incarcerated in jail is 97%. 97%.
Come on.
And when they come back, they respect me like they first met me because they know they got a friend for life. But I will chastise them. They're like that sweet and sour sucker. Don't come here correct because I'm going to correct you. And whoever came up with timeout need to go in timeout themselves. That's what people ain't got nothing else to give. Timeout, what is timeout? That means you ain't got nothing else to give. You have nothing else to give. That's what timeout means. Get in the corner. I ain't got nothing else. I'm out. You too much for me. And a kid will read that. They will understand. They know when you got good intentions. These babies are smart. And once you show them, or once you show you don't care, you lost them. You lost them.
Mr. Moore. One of the things that technology that we deal with, okay, is AI. People try to tell you it's not real. They try to tell you, but if a person just lost their job in the last couple of months, all these people, take these Facebook and all these different places, well, they've been losing their jobs by the thousands. So you try to tell them AI is not real, okay? Because the technology is replacing everybody every day. Matter of fact, they have robots right now that go to the store. They used to have a stock boy. You don't have a stock boy no more. You go to the grocery store, you used to have cashiers. You got some cashiers, but you got most of it, you got those machines that you put your money into.
Yes.
And so if you don't believe, okay, that you have to understand that you have to have a skill. One of the things that I'm a former organizer with the IBW, Local 2. And we have a training program, and one of the things that we said to our members is that we work with outside power lines, antennas and stuff like that. And we always said that the one thing that cannot be exported or imported out of our country is dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's the truth, okay?
Yeah.
But right now, if you're a carpenter, you're always going to have something to build.
That's right. There you go.
Brick mason, they always going to have some bricks.
That's a skill. That's a skill.
It's a skill.
That's a skill.
And one thing that we got away from, people going to school get these big old college debts and stuff, they still paying out right now. Well, you can go to a straight school and get a skill. A journeyman, I had a young man a couple of years ago who was part of my chamber. He wanted to be a journeyman with the IBW. Well, guess what? I said, come on. Went over to the Local 2, okay, for my relationships is very important word to have. Went over there, okay, and they said, Mr. Folks, you did this and that. This guy got to be okay. And so they took my wing, and he's a journeyman now. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're telling me, he got some skills to pay his bills.
Come on, right. There you go. And those are things, okay. Skills, people cannot take away your skills from you.
No. The gifts that God give you, people ought to be ashamed of themselves that they don't use the gift of God, because everybody has a gift. You got to understand it, pursue your gift, and know when it's your gift. Anything you do something, you don't care about no money value. You're using your gift, because the bag will chase you, as the kids say. The bag will chase you. You ain't got to chase that bag. Just do out your heart and be kind to somebody and help somebody today.
Yes.
Help some. You need to make that your mission each day to help somebody. It ain't always got to be financial. It just be a conversation, a compliment, opening the door, cutting some grass for a senior citizen, going to the grocery store, call them, see how they doing. Check on a young boy. I got a 24/7 program. I have a 24/7 program with my mentoring program. I I'm on call 24/7. 24/7.
I know you are.
I'm in ISS program in all these schools. It's a school suspension. And when I walk in there, my name is on about 5 different schools. And I walk in there, they don't say nothing. The principal don't say nothing. The security guard know me. And I just catch the boy in action. So he cannot lie. He cannot lie. I catch him in action. And believe this, Mr. Folk, most of the time when I go to school, they go home and tell their mama. Mr. Moore was in my school today. She said, what was you telling me for? I told him, give him the lead. Because my point, all they do is to see, can you imagine that you have cameras watching everything you do?
Amen.
And when you got somebody on your head without saying anything, that make your conscience be aware. You don't know when I'm going to come. You don't know when I'm going to come. So you can't water watch me. And then you know what happens with that? Them kids come back to me and say, man, that man really cares.
Oh, yeah.
He really cares. Because you can, my daddy was a lot of guy, rest his soul. I didn't care about him giving me no money. I care about him showing up when I needed to show up in my basketball games, and my events, or being there just talking in the corner somewhere. I wasn't caring about no money or what he bought me for Christmas. It's the time that they take off when you say you don't supposed to do this. You don't supposed to do that. I would recommend this. That's the stuff we do. We have a life skill program. This is not a school. We have life skill. How to hang doors, how to mow grass, how to wash your body, how to open the door for women, how to use etiquette, how to brush your teeth, the whole 9 yards, the thermostat, thermometer, the whole kit and caboodle. So when you walk out the door, go ahead, sir.
You know, one of the things that always amazes me, even at our church, okay, when I'm going in, I'll open the door for young ladies, older ladies, and they both say, oh, I said, no, there are still gentlemen out here. Because women got into it, now they expect it. My wife, she expects me to open the door for her. So does your wife.
I've been married for 16 years. My wife ain't opened the door yet since I drove that car. And they ain't opened the front door. She will not move.
Right.
She'll stand there looking like, even if we upset with each other, she's not going to move. I don't care about me being mad, but you get right and open the door. See, and she's supposed to. I mean, we can be mad as all get at each other, upset, whatever you want to call it. And she'll stand by that door. Oh, man, I got to open this door because it's a part of my blood-borne right to take care of. It's mandatory to be being a part of a man. So understand, the man at the head, the lady at the neck. The lady turns the head if she's right. And when you do what you're supposed to do, she got your back. You just got to be that man. You got to be, first of all, you got to be the man to bring Christ in the house, not her. You got to be the man to bring the Christ in the house. You got to seek him first and with authority. And then she'll be submissive. For what reason? Because you know you lead her the right way. Because you pay a paycheck that don't make you a man. No. What are you doing to show you a man? And that's why these boys see it, that the boys are mentors. Boys too mentors. They see men walking, and you can check my record. You can pull up my certification. You can find me on my Facebook page. We don't tolerate immortality. We don't tolerate our moral compass is high. If I find out you do anything immoral, I mean, you can be a good friend, but you got to go. You got to go. We don't take chances like that. We don't believe in it. So if you ain't right, you want to be a person, a mentor on Facebook, but you're a woman chaser, I need you to leave. I need you to go. I need you to go. Because what we're trying to teach is some etiquette. Let them find that out on their own, not through us.
You know, one of the things, Mr. Moore, that is so important that all through the Bible and all through life, I think Elder Lyles mentioned in this sermon this morning, this afternoon I should say, about the palm tree. How it'll bend but it won't break.
That's right.
And how and that's how I say we're gonna bend, but we're not gonna break. And I know in my 77 years old, I've been bent a whole lot of different ways. So,
oh yeah.
But I'm not broke.
No, because you got spirit in you. You got your spirit foundation. See, I can't do this without God. There's nothing I can do without Jesus. There's nothing on this earth I mean, there's nothing, not even breathing. There's nothing that I can't. I heard him say, when the pastor say, when you start thinking like this, I do commercial art. When you look at the sky and see a moon and the sun in there, how do you think that got up there? Who made that get up? Just think about that. The power of somebody putting the moon and the sun in the sky and sitting still, ain't moving, ain't wavering, it's just sitting there. And you don't believe in the creator?
Mr. Moore, I got one better than that that's just took place recently, okay? When,
Go ahead.
When Mr. Glover picked that spaceship around the moon, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was him and the young lady there, and they were giving that, play-by-play, the reports back. He said, we saw the Earth sitting right there in all darkness, all around it.
Whoa.
Nothing but darkness.
Wow.
And then the Earth was spinning, or what it was doing, they could see what it was, but nobody was falling off the Earth, okay? And the God tell you in the Bible, that's what he did.
Ain't that something?
But right now, if you're in space and you look back, okay, you see the Earth all by itself.
Ain't that something?
All by itself.
Wow.
Just sitting there, and they send pictures back. Saying that there the Earth was in all darkness. And so those are things that young people. When I grew up, I was a space junkie. I loved anything that was science. I always was curious. My grandkids were curious. My kids were curious. My great-grandkids are curious. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I trained them to ask questions.
Right.
If you don't know the answer, okay, ask somebody. Ask me if nobody else. Matter of fact, one of the things, when I first met you, we got to we met, okay. Orchard Wayne, I've been knowing Orchard for God knows how many years. We was at church, and he said, our folks, this is BMO. He about to take some young men on a trip. The different college, remember that?
That's at ACCU, yes sir.
Yeah, right. He's about to go, and I was saying, wow. I said, Mr. Moore, I said, right before the pandemic hit, okay, I was about to do the same thing out of Kansas City. Me and my good friend, he's dead now, Mr. Price. We was going to go to some black colleges that he'd been doing for years, and the pandemic hit. And so since that time, okay, I got your number, right? And while you was away, okay, the Spirit hit me and said, I send prayers to my kids every night, as you know.
That's right.
And so I love those prayers. I started sending you one, because you had those kids out there on the road, okay?
That's right. That's right.
And I was trying to sow seeds the best I could into you to sow into them.
Thank you.
And I do that every night.
And I love it, and I wait on it. I'm gonna tell you, I got spoiled now. I got super spoiled. And if I don't see it, I check my phone in the morning. I say, wait a minute, hold up, I'm about to send him a text. He can't be feeding me no food. Check my food. I'm hungry. I need to eat.
Like I said, I be late sometime when I'm doing this shit.
I don't care.
Last night, okay? Or like we got to know when I'm doing things that may be late at night, okay?
That's okay.
But I'm gonna get it to you.
Them godly principles, man. I need them. I need my ammunition, bro. I need my ammunition. I need to load my gun.
But now,
I'm shooting some bullets.
Let me say this to you, okay? My grandson, I've been getting his for years, right?
Right.
So a year or so ago, he said, Papa, he said, why don't you send this to your great grandson? I said, huh? I said, okay, he gave me this number, right? Well, my great grandson get the same prayer you get every night.
That's beautiful.
So I'm talking generations. No, that's for me to my daughters. They get some. My grandson get them. Now my great grandson get them, and then you get them to your people also, because it's teaching people we need to get along with each other.
But you know what I've done? I'm telling you from my heart. I went to the Family Dollar. I bought me 3 little college legal rule books, and I've been starting to write them things down every day and putting the date on them. I've been putting the date on them. I haven't finished yet, but I go back to all my texts from the time you started until the time I'm going to finish it. You know what I'm saying? It's like the word of folks. what I call the world of folks. And I've been writing it down, and I open it up, and if I need that energy, see, every day has its own monster. Some of the things you send me work for different scenarios.
Right.
So I go back and okay, I need this again. It's like when you need some, you don't just, if you got Pepto-Bismol in your closet, you ain't gonna use Pepto-Bismol just to be drinking it. But when it's in your closet, you can go get it when you need it. If you got Dr. Tishner's Circle Black, whatever you got in your closet, Alka-Seltzer. These books, what you give me is like, okay, I need some Alka-Seltzer today. No, I got flu. I need stronger. I need a flu. I need some Theraflu. That's gonna get me through this. So the scriptures that you give me has its own personal reading because it comes from you, and you took your time out to text it to me. See, when you texting, that means that thought process. That means you're thinking while you're texting, and you give it. You talk about 10%, you give it back 10%. You give it back. You give it back, and you plug it in. So what happens? God allow you with people that gonna plug in while you plug it in. He ain't gonna let your energy drain. He's gonna give you something, but you gotta be smart enough to take heed to it. He want to see what you're gonna do with the information. The lady said she need to be saved off the river. He said a canoe, a boat, and a yacht. She let all three of them pass. He said, "What you mad at me for? I gave you everything you need. You just told me to go." You know what I'm saying? You have information with knowledgeable people, but a respect of men we don't have for each other because we don't trust each other. We hate each other and we think we smarter than each other. We're not humble no more. We're not humble no more.
Well, the ones I sent the other night were to be attitude, that's in Matthew.
That's right.
And I kind of send those around, in a loop, so to speak, to remind people.
Yes, sir.
To be attitudes don't change.
Yes, sir.
And you need to hear those sometimes just to reinforce.
Yes, sir.
In what God is doing to you. Now you can understand what He is doing, not trying to do what He is doing.
He is doing. And when I put my feet on the ground, He wakes me in the morning. That's all He's done enough.
He done his job.
He's done enough. It's up to you.
I have a saying, okay, I can't change the day, but I sure can change tomorrow.
Woo! Put that on a t-shirt.
Huh? Well, yeah, I've been.
Put that on a t-shirt.
well, I've been saying it. I live by that. Okay.
I love it.
I can't change the day, but I sure can change tomorrow.
You boy, look at her. I tell them all the time when kids laugh at me, and I say things to them, brother folks, keep your head up to your neck hurt.
Well, right now, okay, and I think that's the thing, okay, that people have to, our young people have to understand that we as black men, because one of the things that Elder allows, we were talking about this one before we were on the air, okay, that all in the Middle East, okay, that's where black people came from. We are people of color.
That's right.
Like India right now is the largest country in the world. Well, those are black people over there. And you look at where the sun comes down, even with Jesus, and all the things that were shown, okay, he was a man of color.
Yes.
So was all his family.
Yes.
And so right now for people, and that's why in our country now there's a fight going on because the white man is trying to erase our history. And I try to explain to people that, I don't know if you do this with young people, okay, but they say, I don't do politics. That's not true. You know what the word politics means, Mr. Moore?
You're gonna tell me the correct way. You're gonna tell me what it means.
You get the Thorndike Born Hill Dictionary. That's the word we as a kid. That's the one that everybody stood on, right?
Yes, sir.
The word politics means looking out for oneself.
Wow.
And tell me you're not a politician. For your own self. Now you get into politics, okay? They're made it a business. And, and I don't have to tell you, every year they put new words in the dictionary. So the dictionary continue to grow. So they were using some words, okay, to different meanings, but they mean the same thing.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like people saying dope. Well, dope to me means you got dope, but nowadays kids, no, that means something else.
That means it's nice. That means look good.
Right. Again, okay, but when I was young, that was bad.
It sure was.
Okay, you see my point?
That's right.
But
Yeah.
so when I tell people, I say, you look out for yourself every day. You look out for your family. Look out, for your business. You look out for your livelihood. So never let a man say, I don't do politics. You just handle your own business. That's your politics.
There you go. You're so correct. You're so correct.
But when you handle other people's business, okay, you get elected to office, you become a politician then. That's a whole different meaning. That's a whole different meaning.
Yeah, it's a different level. It's one word with different meanings. I mean, everything. Like somebody say you bad. Somebody say you bad. Or that girl is bad. Or he is bad. That one little bit of the word can mean a whole different. Depending on how it's used.
Just like you put on that TION on those words, right? That changed those 10 words that you gave me, right?
Yes, I did.
The TION changed those meanings, just like that.
The actions, yeah, it means mobility, it means movement. And I tell people all the time, when you're arguing, I tell a little boy today, he got upset. I say, man, listen, you're not going to answer the question because when your emotions is high, your logic is low. When your emotions high, your logic is low. You're not going to answer the right way. Until your emotions come down, then you get the answer. So right now, when your emotions is high, your logic is low.
And see, that's the whole thing, Mr. Moore. They have not been taught. For one of the things I've been in meetings one time and people be lying to me, right? And one time, I was in a meeting. Okay, I'm the head of the Third Ward Neighborhood Association. That's before they changed up in North St. Louis. And as a matter of fact, the View neighborhood, were you talking about? Okay.
Yes, sir.
My godmother, late Daisy McFarland. Okay, I worked with her. Okay. When we got that certified, okay, at the View neighborhood for historical designation, I was part of that.
Oh wow!
Back then in the 4-4, okay. And so, what I'm saying that to say is, I was in a meeting over here in the Third Ward, and some years ago, and people kept lying to me, and I got somebody mad. I said, look here, now why are you trying to piss on my head and trying to tell me it's raining? How many times have you said that?
Yes, sir. That's one of my favorites.
Right. You think, I mean,
come on now.
Come on now.
What you thinking? You think I'm slow or something? Man,
no, and I can smell it. I can feel it. Hey, I know there ain't no rain. Rain is, come on now, let's be real.
You're exactly right, Mr. Folks.
But what it does, it gives people attention right away when you say something like that.
That's right.
It let them know that either you a fool or you think I'm a fool. Which one is it?
Right. Well, my plans is now to grow the program bigger than what it is now, to reach out to many youth as I can. And
well,
that's
you will, okay? Because one of the things when the Chamber of Commerce, we're building leaders now for the future. A lot of our members have died off, unfortunately, after the cancer, the pandemic. A whole lot of things are taking place, okay, that are taking people alive. And so we need to come up with new seeds to be planted. And right now, you've been on our program, okay, is a planting of the seed for young men that they become businessmen.
I appreciate it.
When you put that suit on, you got to go someplace.
That's right.
I remember years ago when I started my first company in telecommunication, and I was walking the office on a certain day, right? They said he got that 3-piece gray suit on, he's going to handle some business.
That's right. And they know their uniform. They know that uniform.
They say, oh, man, he's going to handle business.
That's right.
And I hadn't thought about it that way, okay? But it just so happened, okay, when I had to go meet and stuff, okay, I would put that was my best suit I had.
That's right.
It was an Instant Lorenz back in them days, though. There was some, 3-piece great suit. I mean, I was proud to, And by the way, I got the business taken care of, too.
Because you felt some type of way, it made you feel good, kept your spirit up, your confidence, all that stuff. When you look good, you feel good, you do good.
All that comes into the end result. Like, right now, one of the things my wife loves to do, and she's doing it today, I had to change from my office to, her little office today, doing the program. She's in the kitchen, okay, and she's making some sweet potato pies. Woo!
What? Look at him. Why you mention that?
Okay. But in it, okay, I'm listening for a reason, okay? She started making them last night, right? But she found out an ingredient that she did not have, okay? So rather than cook the pies without that ingredient, okay, she put the ingredient, put the mix, the batter, what you want to call it, in the refrigerator.
Yeah. Since you got the rest of the stuff.
You got the rest of the stuff, okay? And that's how, and that's a lesson, okay? So today, okay, that means that I have to get out of my office, okay, where I know to do the program, okay, right into the kitchen.
Make the adjustments. Make the
adjustment, okay, because I didn't want to stop making up pies, and I didn't want to change the schedule around. So I just got my cell phone up, okay, and got my notes and stuff, okay, and went in the office. And
there you go.
We ain't lost a beat.
It ain't gonna, because you improvise.
And women,
you improvise.
Women, a happy wife is a happy life.
Well, and I'll tell you what goes along with that.
Okay,
I'll tell you what goes along with that. A happy land is a happy man.
Yes. Come on, B-Mo. Come on, B-Mo.
Yeah, don't leave us out. Yeah, a happy wife, a happy life. But give me a happy land, I got a happy man. Yes. That's right. That's right. I can do so with some land. I can do some stuff with some land.
Brother, that's... Oh, boy. See, that's the one thing that the Bible tells us about. See, some stuff I don't want to say on the air, I can't say right now. Okay?
I understand. And you better not. You just keep it like we got it.
Yeah, right.
The knowledge can be powerful, something, brother. Everybody can absorb all that knowledge, man.
No.
You got to reel it in. You got to reel it in sometimes.
If you ever read the paper, okay, which I do every day, I get the paper delivered, okay? But most of the scratch and most papers that you read on the stand that you pick up, okay, most people are written at a 5th or 6th grade level. Did you know that?
Well, I didn't. I learned something today.
Okay, they don't write them to the smart person, okay, for people who got degrees. They don't use those words, okay, in the newspapers.
Okay, dumb me down a little bit. Okay.
If I'm down to a certain, if you go down to go to the 2nd grade, that's to go. They came up to a happy medium, so to speak.
Okay.
And that's what I
received that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, they probably went up a little bit to 5th, 6th grade, but that was back years ago. That probably changed now, okay? But that's where people who can read, okay, they can comprehend.
There you go.
It does you no good to write something if nobody can. And if I send you a letter, okay, and you don't understand French, I don't waste my time and your time.
You got that right. You can say we can show out your wants. Ain't nobody gonna understand we can show up. They don't know what we can show means.
That's good.
You can we all you want. They gonna say what is he talking about? We can show up. Okay.
You say you gotta go to the bathroom or something.
Then you gotta be cracking up. Yeah.
But don't get me started here. But
no, we good.
That come back, but anyway, so right now, let's understand. Let's go back, to boys to mentors.
Okay.
Now, okay. So, how can a male become part of your program?
You mean the adult male?
Adult male.
Yeah, he has to have the passion and the patience to work with kids, and he has to have himself healed much as he can holistically in order to deal with the dynamics that these kids are going to bring toward him. Because if he don't, he's going to be for a rude to work with. Kids will bring something. Kids will bring something out of you that you never had. They will bring something out of you, man. And what happens is a lot of times when you got these kids and they give that mirror effect, you see yourself through another child's vision, it'll make you run from it because you see yourself all over again. Until you get the proper help to get yourself together, I request you not come out here to society and deal with these kids because they're gonna make you convict yourself.
There was a time, okay, that people used to ask the kids, I should say, that about the birds and the bees, which was sex and stuff, right? Well, right now, kids don't do that no more. They go online and they ask the mom and dad or something, okay? They already know the answer anyway.
Well, they know the answer.
Yes. Okay, Scott. Go ahead, Mr. Moore. Go ahead.
They know the answer that was given to them. Not that be the correct answer, but that's the answer that was given to them.
And that's where you come in. Okay, you supposed to be able to understand what language that he's talking to you about.
And you know what? Experience as a teacher, I guarantee you, even me understanding the acronyms and the certain ebonics, emojis, those different signs, I do it on purpose. And I keep young people around me to teach me this stuff. So when somebody's doing when they do them three-letter words and like shorthand and all that kind of stuff, I can understand what they're talking about. And I study it myself. I go and look on them. You can study yourself all these different acronyms that they got out here. You can study yourself. Just look it up. It's all there. It's all there. So when a kid puts out TFG, TGI or something, or TFC or anything, I'm gonna kill myself. Use the initials for I'm gonna kill myself. They'll put it out there.
What's that again now?
When they do this, like let's say I'm going to kill myself. They put IKS.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that means I'm going to kill myself. Yeah, and then you understand the parents don't know what that means, and they be writing the whole message in front of you before you know it's too late. They don't take time to study out what the new language is. The new language is ignorant. When you have kids, you have to invest. Right now, I told parents he's gonna get to a point in time you're gonna buy one of them wands. So when the kids walk in the house, you're gonna have to make sure he ain't got no gun, no weapon on them. Because these kids are dangerous nowadays, and they getting weapons like it ain't nothing. And you walk in your house and a child walk in the house with a gun. Look, when my boys come to class, I hug them all over. And they wonder why I hug them all over. I be feeling for guns and knives and everything. Yeah, you ain't gonna walk in here with a book bag. You can't bring no book bag in here. You can't bring no doggone vapor machine in here. You can't wear no hood in my building. And your pants must be above your waist.
With a belt.
When you leave out of here, I understand you gotta adjust to society. But when you in my presence, oh no, you gonna put that stuff where it's supposed to be. God fills you with a waistline.
Okay, so let's deal with time. So right now, you get these kids once a week, right? And that's on Saturday.
Once a week. 4 days out of a month. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, okay, give us some information how to get in contact with Mr. B. Moore, better known as Bryan Moore. How can they get in contact with you?
This is Mr. Bryan Moore, a.k.a. B. Moore. Boys the Mentors President 2026. If you want to contact me personally for the program, you would dial the number 314-591-0230. That's Mr. Bryan Moore, 314-591-0230. Again, Mr. Bryan Moore, 314-591-0230. You can also email at my personal email as busdriver, B-U-S, driver, D-R-I-V-E-R-M-O-E, @gmail.com. I'm going to repeat that. Personal email, busdriver, B-U-S-D-R-I-V-E-R-M-O-E, @gmail.com. These are some of the ways you can contact me. I'm located on Instagram under Boys and Mentors, Facebook under Boys and Mentors, and all the social media sightings.
And Brian, on that note, you listen to Ferguson USA or HotTalkRadio.com. Not to the Missouri Chamber of Commerce, Boys to Mentors. That's Mr. Bryan Moore, better known as B. Moore. And I bring those cards to me to where church that you talk about handing out. And also use the Scott Owen. Thank you very much, Scott. Health allows. And Mr. Moore, we want to thank you for taking the time to be a part of our program. My name is Ira Folks. Not to the Missouri Chamber of Commerce for a Saturday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Please be nice to them and say Happy Mother's Day to them. On that note, we'll talk to you again next week. My name is Ira Folks again. My name is Ira Folks. Okay, not to the Missouri Chamber of Commerce. You can say my number now, brother. But that's